the portfolio I sent in was so eccentric. It sort of looked like you know, it's like I knitted, I crocheted, because, you know, that was the hippie era. I wasn't a hippie, but I knew that hippies crocheted, so I learned how to crochet, and I made this really, you would have loved it. It was this crazy wool, what's it called, with a hole in it, you wear it,
like a poncho.
A poncho that had a V on back and front and fringes all the way to the floor and like these crazy designs on it, and that was like, look, I'm creative, you know. And then I wanted to take a picture of it, so I thought, I'll put it on and I'll wear really bright yellow stockings and my white go-go boots, and I'll stand on top of the snowbank outside my window, and I'll ask my father to take a picture of me from our upstairs, we were upstairs duplex, from upstairs, which I did, and I sent that in as my portfolio. And they wrote back saying, we don't know what you're doing, but we're interested in interviewing you. So they called me in, I flew in, and the president, you know, hands me a sheet. Gary Kennedy, he was the president of NESCAT, and it had 10 questions on it, and he said, I'd like you to choose one of these questions and answer it, and bring your answer at 9 a.m. tomorrow morning, and I'll tell you if you're in or out. I said, sounds like The Survivor, doesn't it? Like one of those reality TV shows now, doesn't it? So I said, all right, whatever, you know, and I didn't understand any of the questions. They were all really esoteric, and I was not an esoteric person, or I didn't think of myself as that. So it was like, again, it was this aesthetic language I didn't understand, except for number 6. And number 6 said, draw crumpled paper. I said, okay, I'll draw crumpled paper, no big deal. So I bought a big pad of paper and charcoal. I took it to my Motel 6 room, and I bought dinner, and, you know, and ate and drew, and like, you know, crumple up a piece of paper, put it next to me, and like, you know, like draw it. And it always looked stupid. I mean, it just looked stupid. So I'd always just destroy it and throw it and start on another one. And by 2 a.m., I finished my pad of paper, and everything I did looked so stupid. And then I thought, well, who wants to learn how to draw crumpled paper anyway? This is stupid. Maybe I don't want to be an artist. This is dumb. You know, like, go, forget it. Like, I'm not going to do this. So I went to bed. On my way to bed, I passed a mountain of crumpled paper that I'd drawn on and I'd thrown away. And I said, aha, there's drawn crumpled paper. And I took my bag, my brown bag that I bought my dinner in, and I stuffed it full of these crumpled papers. And I folded it and went to bed. The next morning, I took my bag and I went to Gary's desk, and I put it on his desk, and I said, sir, I've answered number 6. And I thought I was being really naughty. I thought that I was saying, fuck you, this is a stupid question, I'm going to give you a stupid answer, and goodbye, right? So he goes, number 6, okay, and he opens up the bag, he looks inside, he goes, you're brilliant, you're in.